Height is 5. And something else I know, hopefully? Kessia? Diameter is 24, which means I kind of know one other thing, as long as I can do divided by 2 quickly in my head. What? Go? Radius is 12. So that's what I know. And again, I like to draw pictures if given the chance, but I don't need to for this. So it's really asking me if the tank is full, how much oil does it hold? It's asking for volume. In reality, that's not volume. In reality, that's capacity. But for the most part, unless the container is really thick, volume and capacity are going to be near the same. For grade 8 terms, it's not something you should worry about. But volume is really how much space something takes up. Capacity is how much stuff it can hold inside. So we're just going to figure it out as if it's volume. So volume equals, what's my volume formula? Go. Pi r squared h. Can somebody explain to me how that formula works? Go. That's exactly what I want. Pi r squared is the area of the base. Good morning, gentlemen. So once I know the area of the base of any kind of right prism, I just got to multiply it by the height. I don't know. It's a mystery. Get one of the wooden ones.
Yeah, that's your.
Pi r squared is the area of the base, and once I know the area of the base, I multiply it by the height, and then that'll give me my volume. So I know all of these things. I just sub them in now. What's pi? 3.14. What's my radius? No, again. 12 squared. What's my height? 5. So what's the first thing I'm going to do at this point? Brooke? 12 times 12. I do my exponents first. And that's not 12 times 2. Thank you. Anybody? 12 times 12? Pardon? Good. Your squares up to at least 15 times 15 should be automatic. And then 5. And now it's calculator time. Smash, smash, smash. What do you get? Go.
1,456.
1,456? Anyone else get 2260? Oh, times 5.
Yeah, times 5.
I still think that's a little high. Okay. Let's go Brandon instead. Is that everything all together? Okay, I like that.
That's not in the multiple.
2260.8.
Yeah, I got that too.
Now, right now, when people look at that, they're going to be like, that's not in the multiple choice. It's 2262 that's in the multiple choice. And I'll explain where that comes from now. In the answers for the multiple choice, pi is being used to, I don't even know how many decimals. Probably 3.14159265358, probably. Which means their answer is going to be slightly higher than yours because you're stopping at 3.14. Don't worry about that. Make sense? By their answer, I mean my answer. Don't worry about that, though. As long as it's really, really close, you're good. Like these ones. Radius of 5 and a volume of 628. Remember, as long as you're given 2 of the variables, you can always find the third. So I know radius equals 5 centimeters. I know volume equals 628 centimeters cubed. I know... Oh, describe how I'd find the height of the cylinder. You would hopefully have written this down. I'm going to say it out loud, even though Brandon already said it once expertly. If you want to know the volume of a right prism, you need to know the area of the bottom. Like how much of the ground does it cover? And then how high does it go? If you know those 2 things, you can find it. So I know the volume. I know how much space it takes up. I also know the radius. And if I know the radius, I can find the area of the bottom. If I know those, all I'm going to do is find the area of the bottom. And then I'm going to divide the volume by the area of the bottom. That's going to give me the height. And so I'm going to do that. Volume equals pi r squared h. And I'm going to write that up there again. And then you can use that. I don't care if you memorize formulas. I just care that you understand why they work and how to use them. So in this case, I'm going to have one of those different situations in which one of the things I know is on this side. Go?
628.
Yeah, 628, but it's on the other side. And I'm going to have to leave it there until I can do something with it. Equals, just like before, 3.14 times 5 squared, h. Because h is the thing I don't know. If you did not get this, do what some of the other people here are doing and fix the answer you have in your homework. Next, equals. That's 628. I can't do anything to it, so it goes back down. Which part am I going to do next on the other side? Go. The exponent first. 3.14 times 25 times h. Going to go down again. 628 equals. What's 3.14 times 25, Mr. Sweeney? 78.5. 78.5 h. So now I'm left in this situation. Sometimes you guys are subtracting here. You can't. These aren't being added. These are being multiplied. How would I undo that? Go. Divide. I divide 78.5 both sides. So I have 628 over 78.5. I might have said a number wrong there. I might have said 75. Equals h. Then it's just calculator smash time again. My answer? Go. 8. And so I would need units at some point, and I would say the height equals 8, whatever the units were. Centimeters? Centimeters. And last question, which is question 5, I believe. Okay, good. This one involves a little bit of puzzle solving. These are the type of questions I like where you're not really given a ton, and you need to figure out some of those other things. Yeah? Can you just let me draw a picture first? Okay. So I'm going to just draw a picture before Daniel enlightens us all. It's going to drop some knowledge on everybody. Those are not the same size, but they're supposed to be. So looking at this, the question, if you allow me to read it, then Daniel's going to help us out. Diagram shows three, I guess these are probably tennis balls in a tennis ball container. The diameter of each ball is 13 centimeters. What's the volume of the container? Explain your answer. Daniel, what were you thinking?
The first thing I did was the diameter is 13, so I put 13 plus 13 plus 13 to find the height of the container.
Oh, so you're saying 13, 13, 13?
Yeah.
Cool, that's fine with me. And what'd you get?
I got
39. I knew you got 39.
yeah, 39. Yeah.
Perfect. So 39. Excellent. So that's probably honestly the hardest part of this question is figuring out, oh, I actually do know the height. It's boom, boom, boom. And then there's probably one other thing you figured out the same way. I'm hoping.
Like that thing.
Yeah, like kind of how wide it is,
Yeah.
which is actually the diameter. The diameter of the top is the same thing, right? That's 13. And if I know that, I can figure out the volume pretty easily, because now what's the radius? 6.5. Thank you, Mr. Sweeney.
I don't have it written down. I'm actually going to write that down.
So it's going to be useful, especially for finding out the volume, because now I know everything I need to know. Volume equals pi r squared h. Equals. Now I just start subbing that stuff in. This is now like the basic volume question, because you know the height, you know the radius. Easy peasy. 3.14 times 6.5 squared times 39. Because that's my height. Equals, I don't know how good I am at this in my head. Is that 42 and a quarter?
Yeah.
Not that old yet. Times 39. Now it's out of my range. 3.14 times 42 and a quarter times 39?
5,173 decimal 935.
Decimal 935?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone agree? Cool. Units.
Oh,
Centimeters.
cubed.
Cubed. Good. So if you ever get one of these problems, the main thing is, do I have information to find the height? You'll always have enough information to figure out what you need to figure out.